South Africa is the biggest exporter of goods to Kenya. In 2020, exports to the East African country amounted to 7.9 billion rand, compared to only 329 million rand from Kenya to South Africa. These figures tell a story of an imbalanced trade relationship between the two powerful economies.
In the last 2 decades, over 40 South African companies have invested in the Kenyan market. Although these projects have an investment value of 6.84 billion rand and has created over 2,700 jobs in Kenya, South Africa ranks amongst the top 5 investors in the Kenyan market.
Some of the measures to achieve will be the easing of travel regulations by fast-tracking the issuing of business visas from both countries. President Kenyatta called on African countries to come together to survive.
If we are going to become manufacturing giants, we need to do away with these borders. We need to see the African market as one. We need to be able to develop giants like Airbus, that makes components in the United Kingdom, that makes components in France and in other parts of Europe, but has become a global conglomerate. They didn't come together because they loved each other.
Among the challenges identified is how to deal with tariff barriers. Business leaders from the private sector say although there are business opportunities in both economies, but challenges around tariff barriers still remain.
The idea is how do we get the growth and support of the two countries, particularly the post-COVID era, where we've seen supply chains as have been highlighted by all the presenters broken, and the need for Africa to develop its own manufacturing and trade capabilities.
We focus on trade. We also need to be counterbalancing that with investment. So the two countries also need to be investing in each other's environments as well, and not just being fixated on what the trade balance is.
There was also a proposed collaboration between the South African Stock Exchange as well as the Nairobi Stock Exchange for the mobilization of capital for the private sector. Diabo Seto, SABC News, Johannesburg.